Were we rushing to conclusions that Americans were colluding? We don't deserve laughter. Robert Mueller's special counsel's office charged 13 Russian nationals with interfering in the 2016 election. I hope one of them wasn't Yakov Smirnov. Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein laid out the charges on Friday. According to the indictment, these Russians posed as socially and politically active Americans. They advocated for and against particular candidates. They set up online group pages. They bought ad space on social media platforms. Hilariously, I love this, they created groups to support President Trump's election, and then they created groups to protest his election. They are the Earth's trolls. They're like a jerky friend trying to break up a loving couple, and that couple is America. Damn Russians, they attempted to sow discord and undermine faith in our democracy, the jerks. But what about Americans, Rod? What did we do? And did these Russians affect the outcome of the election?
Now, there is no allegation in this indictment that any American was a knowing participant. There is no allegation in the indictment that the charged conduct altered the outcome of the 2016 election.
My God, I think he just put MSNBC out of business. We go live to their newsroom for comment. All right. Bottom line, no Americans were knowing participants yet. But you knew that all along, didn't you, little lamb? Yeah! A lamb that said yeah. Oh, God, I love that. So, Kat, the Dems' response is, yeah, but not yet. It's not over yet. I've heard that like 6 times yesterday on Friday.
Well, it's not, I guess, technically over yet.
What are you trying to say, Kat?
I don't know. I mean, look, this proves that there was Russian meddling in the election, and I think that we need to do all we can to stop it for 2 reasons. One, to protect the integrity of our nation's election process.
True.
And 2, to protect me from ever having to talk about this ever again.
It really is. It's endless.
Yeah.
And by the way, we knew that Russians.
Yeah.
How old are we?
Yeah,
Pirates.
I saw this story and I was like, why is this on all day? I knew this.
I grew up watching Boris Badenov and Natasha.
Rocky and Bullwinkle.
Rocky Bullwinkle. We knew Russians were. They were always meddling in that cartoon, Tyrus.
Right.
Always meddling.
Look,
They were,
the worst
though.
part of this, somebody got catfished.
Yeah.
They weren't trading Russian secrets.
Yes, that's true.
There's some first-year temps and interns on both campaigns going, oh God, please.
Yes.
I thought
we were in
she
love.
loved me. I thought he loved me. Like all this is very bad for Facebook, and this is bad for the social media sites because this is where they did their thing. This is not, it has nothing to do with Donald Trump. Man, I'm sorry, my phone's ringing. I'm really embarrassed about that.
It's okay.
Sorry guys, this is important. Maybe it's my mom. Hold on. Hello? Yeah, they're here. Okay, I'll tell them. Wow, it's awkward.
What's up?
Judas Priest wants his pants back.
By the way, just so you know, that is my favorite band. You didn't even know that.
Why am I not?
No,
surprised?
actually, I did know that.
I got no issues with the pants. I think we should
I
all
have
express
issues.
ourselves how we want to.
I know Rob Halford wouldn't have any issues. All right, Terry.
Yeah. You want to talk about something real? You want to keep yeah, okay, Tyrus. By the way,
was nice.
like I didn't see that coming. As soon as he goes, oh wait, I got a phone ringing. I'm
It
like,
could have
I
been
knew-
my mom. It's been
Dude,
years.
no. I saw the looks you were giving me in the green room. I knew it was coming. What do you want to know?
I want to play this sound on tape. Who is the real winner in all this? A guy whose name rhymes with mitt.
A few months ago, when you were asked what's the biggest geopolitical threat facing America, you said Russia. Not Al-Qaeda, you said Russia. In the 1980s are now calling to ask for their foreign policy back because, the Cold War has been over for 20 years.
Isn't it amazing how now they're Cold Warriors?
It's also funny that when President Obama was talking about Russia and our Middle Eastern enemies, he sucked at both of them. All this stuff happened. It's So much of this happened while President Obama was running the ship, and we know that. And I think it's interesting, though, that the timing of this, Mr. Rosenstein, is it Rosenstein?
I don't know.
Whatever.
He doesn't know.
He doesn't know. It doesn't matter. He releases it now.
Good-looking guy, though.
He actually basically, it's almost like they had to back off of this investigation, which we all knew, tired of talking about it. But because also the FBI has so much egg on their face. I mean, they've gotten so many, they're hammered. So they have to walk away from this, because I think if they stay in it, we're going to find out even more missing texts and emails and secret communiques and stuff like that.
By the way, how are we going to get these guys? Aren't they in Russia?
The other thing, by the way, at first, wait a minute, what was it 13 dudes? Is that really, is that a threat to our democracy?
Like a club.
It's a club.
A little high school club.
I mean, that sounds like
It's not the 13 dudes. It's the 25 interns' hearts they broke. That's the real.
Okay.
That's the
Fair,
real.
It's so easy. It's happened to me many times.
Yeah, we've all been catfished.
Yes.
Everyone knows it.
Sean, what are your thoughts on this? Are you surprised that it's? I mean, the Dems are going to make this into like this is collusion, even though it's meddling. Meddling is one way. Collusion is two way.
I don't think anybody is negating the fact that the Russians meddled in our elections, but there is an astronomical difference between meddling in our elections and collusion by the Trump administration. And this has been conflated since the get-go. And hopefully, Deputy AG Rosenstein's statement is going to put a nail in the coffin of this straw man argument that they've been using.
I don't know. I don't know. One thing I find interesting is that the reason why people see this as a huge threat is because of it's hacking.
Yeah.
And so when people hear hacking, they think, oh, my God. But this is no different than spying in the 70s. This is that TV show, The Americans, on Twitter.
Right.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
Yeah.
You know, instead of wearing disguises and hanging out in Washington parks, you know, where they got a mustache.
Right.
The woman has a
Hold the
mustache.
newspaper.
They're holding up the newspaper.
Yeah.
Now it's on Twitter.
Yeah, right
They're
on.
just playing the same roles. And I honestly think it's for Russians, it's nothing personal. This is their golf.
Yeah.
That's really great. This is what they do.
This is what they do.
This
is what they do.
This is the espionage and
espionage is like
subversion
nothing. This is. I mean, the country's run by an ex-KGB guy.
Also, please, nobody have be under any illusion that the U.S. doesn't do this in other
We
places.
do the exact same thing.
all the time.
All governments do this.
all the time.
And by the way, it's mistaken to think that it's actually an offensive act. It's sometimes defensive. Like you send people over, spies over, just to see what somebody's up to. You hack to see what something's up to.
Right.
It's not. It's a mistake to accuse a country of attacking when it's actually. I mean, some of them do attack, but I mean, they're not all. It's so weird that the people that were not cold warriors then are now. When Russia is 1/8 the size of the USSR, now they're worried. It drives me crazy. I grew up in the 70s and the 80s when they were telling me I was full of crap.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I think the other thing is they have so much. There's a lot of people have so much invested in this.
Yes.
The Dems and the media.
This
has been going on for how long?
It is. You know what it is?
So they're not going to let go of this bone that quickly.
For MSNBC, the whole Russian collusion thing is like you've been binge watching Stranger Things, right? And it's like you don't want it to end. Or else
Like Deadwood.
Yeah, it's like
Remember that series Deadwood HBO? We were all watching it. Like, yeah, man, and they just canceled it.
Done.
Yeah, they
Now what?
Yeah, exactly. This is like the greatest,
But it's our
binge-watching.
arrogance.
Yeah.
The fact that they can't look. Russia didn't need President Trump's help. Didn't need Hillary's. They just let's throw some stuff and see what they do. Look,
Yeah.
they're fighting.
Now we got to do it to them. That's how spies work. All right.